So you actually went to a completely different universe and met a whole different version of yourself?
It sounds crazy, I know.
That it is.
But it is the truth.
Right.
And it was a fantastic experience.
And I'm definitely looking forward to talking about that later on in the podcast.
I look forward to sharing the details.
But I don't want to be wasting your time too much. I get you're a busy man.
That I am.
You're actually using this time as a way to catch up with what's been going on in the GM Mode series.
Yes, and it seems you have taken a pivotal role in the series from what I've heard from Obama and the boys.
Oh, so you've talked to them since you've been back?
The conversation was brief and rushed.
I see.
It seems like they are getting ready for some kind of confrontation.
Right.
Something to do with Biden and Mr. Breeze.
Yeah, so to answer the point that was raised regarding me being involved in the series first.
Right.
You were here for the trade sabotage that Breeze caused earlier on in the series, right?
That's correct. In fact, I actually warned Biden about trusting Mr. Breeze after the whole debacle.
Yeah, he definitely didn't take that warning to heart.
For fuck's sake, Joe.
But anyway, because of that, Donald actually assigned me as the trade taker.
I see.
So anytime the boys want to make any sort of wrestler swap deal with each other, I'll be the one to manage it and make sure everything proceeds accordingly.
An interesting concept for sure. And as a fellow omnipotent being, I, for one, would definitely trust you to make sure that proceedings would run smoothly.
Well, thank you very much. That means a lot.
Of course, of course.
So how about I give you the detailed version of what's been going on with Joe and Breeze?
I'd say it's worth my time to hear this. So what's been going on?
Okay, so basically this is how things started.
Great to have you with us for this episode, Taker.
It's an absolute honor, Mr.
Oh,
President.
no, please, no formalities, Taker. We're friends after all. I really do owe you for backing me up during the election, man.
He also owes you an apology for doing a terrible job in office since
Fuck
then.
you, Barry.
Wow, so I've actually been watching the series. I'm surprised Joe wasn't the one shooting the shots towards you, Trump, given his change of attitude in the last episode.
That's a good point, Taker. Hey, Joe, you feeling good today?
I'm more than good, Barry. I'm currently sitting at the head of the table here in the rankings, so overall, yeah, life is good.
Enjoy that while you can. I'm taking that top spot back here today, mark my
During
words.
premium event day? Don, this is like the worst time to declare your rise back to the top since these are shared shows.
It's an interesting concept for sure. What's the premium event?
It's going to be Money in the Bank. Now, boys, this is going to be a crucial event for us all, seeing as the power card we can earn from the shared matches is basically an extra 100K that we can add to our budget.
Oh, fuck, that's massive.
So is your stomach.
Fuck off, Joe. Let's just get on with this.
No need to rush here, Donald. These are shared events, and we agreed to just book these together, remember?
God damn it, I was hoping Taker here could have helped book my shows, but whatever.
There's always next time, right? I'm sure the fans will come through for you and ask for me back at a later time so we can book even better than what you and Elon did together.
That would be fun for sure.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but me and Breeze got our admin stuff out of the way earlier on in the day, since I knew we'd be booking Money in the Bank together.
I actually didn't have anything too serious to discuss with Woods, so we kept it at messages only this week. What about you, Donald?
Oh, well, that's a different story, Barry.
Listen, Trump, I've given it a lot of thought. And I've come to the conclusion that you are correct about the tribal chief.
Wait, seriously? You're not pulling my leg here, right?
Absolutely not, Mr. President. I understand he actually contacted you at the end of the last episode, right? To gloat that we would still need him to gain the top spot back in the rankings?
That's correct, yeah.
See, it's that exact kind of ego which would lead to me betraying Roman at Mania. Being upset that I wanted to live out my best friend's dream of main eventing the grandest stage of them all. After all the mental and psychological attacks towards me since I became his wise man.
But wait, didn't you also betray Punk at Mania too?
We're digressing now, Mr. President. The point is Roman's ego will indeed hold us back. At the very least, that championship needs to be taken off of him. And Solo Sikoa is our best bet to doing that. On that very topic, his contract is expiring at the end of the week.
Use a contract extension card on him, Paul. I'm pretty sure we've got some gold ones saved since the start of the series.
Will do.
And Paul, thanks for sticking by me, man. I promise you won't regret it.
No need to thank me. You're the one who's put me back on the right path. It's time for me to finally stop being someone else's bitch. Now, there's a couple more things to go over. Ron Killings is wanting us to invest in our advertising. I'm simply just going to warn you to expect some anger from him. By investing in our advertising this week, we won't have any assets left to go towards the Money in the Bank arena. So we'll just have to take Ron's temper tantrum on the chin.
Thanks for the heads up.
Also, Adam Pearce is wanting a shot at the United States Championship. I'm pretty sure you won't have the space to book this for Money in the Bank. So make sure you give him this during next week's show.
I don't see why he shouldn't get that. He's an incredible talent after all.
Excellent work, Joe. Only 1 week of following my teachings and we already have the lead in the rankings.
I told you there was hope for you, Joe. You're finally grabbing hold of your true potential as a general manager.
Well, thanks, Breeze. It means a lot to hear you say that.
Don't be thanking me yet, Joe.
Because right now I'm going to challenge you to truly see if last episode's lesson is truly now stuck in your old head.
Okay.
So we've got confirmation that Eve here is coming to the end of her contract duration. Now here's my question to you, Joe.
What do we do in this situation? Do we re-sign her or let her go?
Right, so when looking at Eve's position on the card, she's currently not in any sort of a title feud, so she's not exactly a big-time player on the brand at the moment. How much is she asking for so we can extend her contract?
120K.
Oh, fuck that. Get her gone, Breeze. We can easily put that money towards something better.
Congratulations, Joe, you have passed my test.
You saw Eve as someone who could be easily cut from our funds, much like we did with Cora. And now, because of that, we can deal with another request that's come from our roster. Cole Quinn has asked for us to improve our visual effects.
I'm actually going to give you the green light to do this, Joe. Improving our show's quality is essential after all.
I can certainly agree with that, Breeze.
Well, that's it from me today, Joe. Have fun booking Money in the Bank with Barry and Donald.
Because with next week's show, that's when we take this series by storm.
All right, then, let's get on with this. And I'm about to shock the world here, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, the tribal chief learns his place.
Shit, are you saying what I think you're
let
saying?
me guess. You're going to use a fixed match card and screw Roman, right?
No need to tell the world and downplay a joke.
That's not my intention. Hey, do me a favor, yeah? Try using a fixed match card now.
Try?
Yeah, I don't like where this is going.
The fuck?
Well, time to rely on the heart of the cards. Wait, that doesn't make sense in this context since you know. I can't use
Yeah,
them.
we got that.
Loving
Donald.
that fire, Donald, and I'm not just saying that because I've had fire around me my entire career. You need to show Roman who truly runs the yard on your show.
As well as avenge your loss to him back at Mania 33.
Please don't bring up that shit show of a match around me
I
again.
mean, good luck with that, I guess. How exactly do you expect to catch me when you're trying to drive your biggest draw off your show?
You know you really have become a real piece of shit since you took first from me in the last episode, Joe.
I'm with Don here, Joe. Something hasn't been right with you lately.
Barry, I can assure you everything is fine. Let's just drop this already, yeah? What you got planned for your show's match tonight?
So I've had to give mine a lot of thought because honestly, I don't really have any proper rivalries left after my last go-home show. In the end, I decided on Io Sky against Blair Davenport with a last man standing stipulation to hopefully give this match a better rating. But I honestly doubt it'll pay off.
Hang on, why do you have a couple of your stars unavailable this week?
Oh, write that. Triple H left me a memo asking if I wanted to send a couple of my stars away to properly heal their stamina levels, which I'm glad about because stamina really has been an issue for me in this series.
It's fine since Michelle does all the work anyway.
Shut the fuck up, Donald.
Yeah, that's disgusting, Donald.
Damn, you know it's bad when even your biggest supporter is calling you out on your joke.
Okay, fine, I'll concede. I'm sorry, Barry.
Yeah, whatever, bitch. What about you, Joe? What have you got planned for tonight?
Oh, that's easy. Austin Theory versus Cole Quinn.
Is that it?
Donald, considering the fact that Joe is first in the rankings, I don't think we're in a good place to criticize this.
Yeah, I'm sure Joe has his reasons for this.
That I do. At the moment, this is the biggest rivalry I have level-wise that's not affected too badly by stamina levels.
Couldn't you book your tag rivalry? Tonga's stamina doesn't look too bad
I
yet.
could, but my tag champions are going to be busy teaming up to win me the 100K card in the men's shared match.
Ah, that's smart, Joe. That team synergy from the Motor City Machine Guns might very well lead you to victory. Meanwhile, Donald and Barack have to hope that their picks can stay cohesive long enough and work together to get the win here.
Does that mean me and Barry would both get a card each if we win?
We'll never know because my tag champs are winning this thing.
Run the fucking match now then, and we'll just see. Get that fucking hat off your head. You think you can just wear that and make me say that it's all water under the bridge after losing that match?
Are you kidding me?
You can put that hat on again now, Joe. It's cool.
I mean, I, for one, certainly approve him wearing that.
I can't say the
And
same.
just like that, my man is back to being cocky again.
Yeah, don't be like that, Trump. We've still got one more 100K match to go tonight, saying that I desperately need that big money boost, so if I win, it's nothing personal.
Barry, I don't remember asking. Plus, now that Joe has already won one of these 100K matches, surely that means the game won't bend over backwards for him again, right?
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, so I call that a very successful show.
Shut the fuck up, Joe.
I'd congratulate you on both 100K wins, Joe, but I desperately needed one of those admittedly.
I guess the 100K question now is this. Are you going to be cashing in your extra money as soon as the next show? Or save them both for another time?
That's a good question, Taker. I guess it wouldn't hurt to see what shake-up card options I have first before cashing in.
Oh, damn, looks like I'm being summoned.
Summoned?
Oh shit, you're actually doing it, Taker?
Seems like you're aware of the context here, Donald.
Considering that it's my idea, then yeah, I should do, to make sure that the events of the last trade window don't happen again. I figured we needed a proper judge to oversee any deals that are made from here on out. And what better judge to handle the proceedings than the man who sat at the judge's chair for Wrestlers Court?
That's right, and with that, I must take my leave. Trump and Biden, I think it would be best if you were to just come with me as the current trade deal involves both of your brands.
But I haven't told Heyman to action any trades yet, so how can I be
I
involved?
sense that someone else is actually behind the orchestrating of this deal.
You sense? That sounds like something your Deadman persona would say.
Exactly, Joe.
Okay, I guess this means I can go home then. Woods?
What's up, man? Listen, we gotta talk.
Holy crap, did I actually just get teleported?
I believe you just did, Mr. Trump.
Oh shit, Paul, what's up, man? What are we doing here? Hell, where are we to begin with?
I can't say for certain, Mr. Trump. But considering how you're the one who asked The Undertaker to watch over all trade deals going forward in the series, you should have expected something like this.
What a surprise. As usual, Donald doesn't consider the consequences of his actions.
And that's exactly why it was so easy to take the top spot in the rankings from him, Joe.
All rise. Now, I have been called forth from the Valley of Death today for one reason: to make sure the trade deal that has been requested goes as smooth as possible. And that's exactly how it will be here in my courtroom. Failure to keep the peace will result in me digging up holes for each and every one of you.
We understand, Mr. Taker. With that said, may I please address my fellow consultant sitting opposite me?
You may proceed.
Now, Mr. Breeze, am I right in assuming that you are the one who has requested the trade? Because I can assure Mr. Trump here that the request here is not of my doing.
Actually, no, I have nothing to do with this. With that being said, it would have to be one of the stars signed to either of our brands currently that wants to switch to the opposing show instead.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Roman, I know it's you, so just get your ass out here already.
We could have had it all Trump. We could have ruled the GM mode series with an iron fist. But you just had to try and prove your dominance, didn't you? You just had to try and show how you're the bigger man. I don't give a goddamn if you're the president. The president is nothing compared to the damn tribal chief. And the way I see it, the tribal chief deserves to be on the top show of the series. That's clearly not yours anymore. Which is why I stand before the dead man here today. I don't care what it takes, but I am demanding I am traded to Joe Biden's NXT.
Would we even want Roman to begin with?
What the fuck? Of course we do, it's Roman freaking Reigns.
Donald Trump, do you agree to open negotiations?
Of course I do. You've got Seth Rollins calling Punk a cancer? Well, that's exactly what Roman is on my show. Joe, if you want to deal with that toxic bullshit, then you can go right ahead. But just know it'll be your undoing.
Now hang on, let's not forget about the elephant in the room here. I believe you said you were going to also transfer me back $60K for what happened during the first trade window?
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Mr. Biden, with all due respect, despite his toxicity, there's no denying Roman Reigns is a top draw of our show. Giving you him as well as $60K is just not a fair deal.
I think I may have a compromise. Judge Taker, will you please use your mythical power to create a concept trade window for me?
It shall be done.
So here's my thought process. Currently here are the values of both Roman as well as a star who I feel we can part ways from currently. That being Kevin Owens.
I can back him being the one to head to SmackDown, seeing as he's currently in no title rivalries.
I knew you'd see the vision, Joe. Anyway, as you can see, there is a $40K difference in value between the two. Now, how about instead of paying us the full $60K that you owe Joe here, we instead pretend that $40K has gone into matching Kevin's value with Roman's. That means that you will now only have to pay $20K to us instead.
Are we just going to forget that Joe just earned an extra $200K through his Money in the Bank victories? We shouldn't be paying him anything because of that.
Counter argument skill issue. If your wrestlers had won those matches instead, you would be here gloating about that victory to Joe here, rather than complaining about him being $200K richer instead.
Mr. Trump, I believe this is the best we can do in this situation. We can't ignore the fact that Mr. Biden is owed money from us despite the whole sabotage thing being Mr. Breeze's work. Plus, Kevin Owens is an incredible talent to have on our brand.
Not as incredible as me, obviously.
Who asked you? But Paul, it's like you said, this is Breeze's fault to begin with. Doesn't this seem a little fishy to you?
I understand your concern, Mr. Trump. But if we don't accept this, then we will be stuck with Roman causing havoc on our brand. We need to take this off.
With that being said, are the trade parameters acceptable for both parties?
They certainly are for us.
Fine. Joe, you've got yourself a deal?
Then with this final gong, a total of $20K as well as the tribal chief Roman Reigns will be heading to NXT, whilst Kevin Owens will go to SmackDown.
Rather, Breeze is molding Joe into the general manager that he wants him to be, rather than the one that Joe himself may want to be instead. I mean, come on, Barry, the signs are right there.
I won't lie, Joe has certainly been acting stranger lately. But I thought that might have been him just rebelling against Donald and the way he's always taunting him.
Trust me, Barry, this is Breeze's dirty fingerprints all over it. I should know considering how many years me and him have fought against each other in GM mode. Our history goes all the way back to the older SmackDown versus Raw games when the game mode first made its debut 20 years ago. The history is there, as is the battles and most importantly, the torment and victory we've both been through together.
Look, I'm not saying you're wrong here, Woods, but why exactly is this a bad thing? I mean, Breeze has helped Biden become truly competent as a general manager. It's the first time he's been at the top of the rankings for longer than a week since we first started playing this mode 2 years ago. I'm actually happy for the guy, and I've kind of accepted at this point that I won't be winning the series, so if there's anyone I'd rather win this instead of me, it would be my former VP.
Damn, man, you got to get rid of that losing mentality and fast, you hear me?
All right, fine, fair enough.
But let me tell you why this is a bad thing. Breeze is turning Joe into something neither you or Donald would want him to become. Just like Boris tried to do to Donald during the 2K23 series.
Whoa, hang on now. This is a completely different situation. Boris was trying to sabotage the entire channel. All Breeze is trying to do here is win another series of GM mode, this time with Joe at the wheel.
And if that means screwing both you and Donald by any means necessary to achieve success, then I wouldn't put it past Breeze to manipulate Joe into doing that.
Are you saying he could get Joe to start using his power cards on both me and Donald?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I just need you to be 100% ready to take the initiative if the time comes for it. If Joe starts pulling up with the smoke, then we just might have to do it back. I can accept Breeze winning this. He's won dozens of GM mode seasons against me at this point. But I won't allow him to do it by breaking the powerful friendship that you guys have.
Woods, I know Joe just as well as you know Kofi. I have full confidence that Joe won't fall for the manipulation.
Yeah? Then, for yours, Donald's, and hell, even the series' sake, I hope you're right about that.
Real glass! Why the hell would you guys vote for him of all people? We don't even know who the hell he is, so how could the creator get a voice for him to begin with?
You want to chill with the fourth wall breaks there,
No,
Punk?
the fuck I don't! I'll be taking over as the special guest today, seeing as I was more or less the second most popular vote to be next.
Here we fucking go. Classic Punk refusing to listen to damn authority and
Good to know you're still as salty towards me as you were during your tier list on my matches at the start of the year. Fuck you, by the way, you old coffin
We
drop.
all just chill the fuck out, please. Now, look, clearly we don't really have much of a choice on this, seeing as Grand Americano is out for the count.
Is he even American to begin with?
That's what I'm saying, man. We know nothing about this fraud, so no way he can be a special guest for the series.
Fine, that's fair. But if Punk is actually going to be the special guest for the episode, then he's staying far away from my show.
As if I'd want to be anywhere near you to begin with. I'm just gonna go chill with Obama.
Okay.
No way in hell I'm sitting around discussing fake news and politics with the fat orange.
You should show some damn respect for your oh-so-great president.
No.
Understandable, have a great day. Nothing from Heyman for tonight's show. That's fine, though, as this gives me the chance to fully focus on my shake-up card choice here. Seeing as we just got done with another premium event. We get another one of these to choose from. High-class resolutions it is. I won't lie, though, these cards are certainly not the art of the deal. It's good to be able to breathe a sigh of relief now, too. Now that Roman is no longer a part of my show. On one hand, it means Joe has the biggest draw you could possibly get in the modern era. The other hand, though, is that he's now got to deal with Roman's bullshit tribal ego. That combined with Breeze just being a prick in general, it could be the beginning of Joe's downfall, as well as a return to the top of the rankings for me. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get this Damian Priest and Ron Killings tag team properly going. It would actually help a lot if Solo drops the tag belts here, seeing as he's now my current world champion after spiking Roman off his pedestal. Also, Nick Aldis is going to get his United States title shot that he asked for in the last episode. As well as that, we're going to get Kevin Owens' career here on SmackDown started with a bang as he starts a rivalry with Drew McIntyre. See? I don't need no damn tribal chief on my show to be able to cook a fine gourmet meal worthy of your oh-so-great President Donald Trump.
But yeah, all I'm saying is Cena's heel turn was completely unnecessary.
You're absolutely right. He was a complete dick for a while, and that's coming from me.
If you two are done, I've actually got some things to go over with Barry here.
Ah, my bad, Woods, what's up?
I'm assuming you were wanting to extend Lyra's contract, but it's not something I can do until I get the final word from you.
Then my final word you have, please get it extended.
Lastly, Blair Davenport has had enough of how things have been going for her. She's demanding a 100K bonus, otherwise she's walking out of the door.
Fuck that, no way I'm letting her take advantage of us like that, especially when we're low on money as it is. If she wants to walk, then don't let the door hit her on the way out.
Fair enough. Good luck with booking the show tonight.
So what's going on, Obama?
What do you mean?
The fuck do you think I mean? I've seen the rankings, Obama. You're supposed to be the man around here, the best GM out of the three. And yet here we are with you dead last, losing to a fat orange and an old coffin drop.
The hell do you want from me, punk? I've played the game exactly as I have done in previous years. And yet I just seem to get screwed over at every turn.
Then play differently. Take the fight to them. Start using your power cards against them before first place truly escapes your reach.
I'm not going to do that. The last time we used our cards against each other, Boris nearly destroyed the channel as we know it.
Grow up, Obama. That was 2 years ago. You're starting to sound just like Seth.
Oh, fuck off, punk.
Whatever, I couldn't care less. I'm just giving you some advice. What have you got planned for your show tonight?
Well, I've gone ahead and used a fixed match card on Braun to hopefully get a rivalry started with him and Cody Rhodes for the world title. And then I've got Dominic putting his Intercontinental title on the line in a tables match.
Not a bad show, all things considered. It's obvious, though, that your star stamina levels are fucked.
You mean like yours after every wrestling match you have these days?
I'm 47 years old, Obama. You should know more than anyone about the concept of old age straining the body. Fuck off with that shit.
Listen, Biden, I'm sorry, but you have to understand it's not my fault.
Shut the fuck up, Breeze. You literally punched a damn lawyer just because your 69 pants were all the wrong size.
I'm a damn fashion extraordinaire. Everything I wear needs to be perfect.
From the size to the texture.
Just fork over 100K for the court case and be done with it. You're damn lucky we earned a free 200K to add to our budget through our success at the Money in the Bank premium event.
Fair enough. I'll let you cool down and book this week's show.
So Bree's fucking with my budget aside. Things couldn't be going better for my show at the minute. I dominated Money in the Bank. I'm at the top of the rankings. And Donald's inner rage at my success is building. Not even Punk's presence in this episode can sour my mood, especially since I've now acquired the services of the tribal chief himself. Just a little bit of show management before we get to him though. I'm signing Joe Coffey here basically to just fill a slot on my card for a week. I've got a bit of a stamina issue at the moment. Chris Sabin once again being the perfect example of that. So we're gonna slap a health spa card on him as thanks for all the work he's been putting in to help make my NXT a success. Now look, I know what I'm dealing with here in regards to the tribal chief. He needs to be the champion, and I'm fine with that. So much so that I'm using a fixed match card to guarantee he walks out with the gold. I'm hoping this will also help to elevate the ongoing feud with Seth and Paragon in the process. Combine that with the 2 women's title matches I have on my show. I'm cooking so hard that my meal is going to taste better than any Thanksgiving food you've had in your life.
Nice to see my old traveling buddy getting his hands on more gold.
Woods is certainly going to be happy about this.
Yeah, I tell you what, Kofi really has been a super underrated part of my show in this series. Always lighting it up in the mid-card.
Mid-card, smid-card, so what? I've got the tribal chief himself on my brand now.
As if I couldn't stand your old ass enough as it is.
Why's that, bitch? Because I've got Roman?
Stupid question from a stupid old man. Roman is nearly as bad as that cross-dresser Seth Rollins.
Right. That's it. Put a damn sock in it, Punk. You're going to offend someone.
But you can keep going at that old fart all you want. That's absolutely fine.
What the hell is your damn problem, Trump?
Did you hear that, guys? What's my problem? Not his. Mine.
Quit speaking in riddles like you do during all of your damn speeches and tell me what you're on about.
He's basically saying you've been acting like a dick lately. I disagree with that. I just think you're a dick in general.
Good thing no one asked you then. And this is coming from Donald himself? Like, are you kidding me?
Look, Joe, all we're saying is ever since Breeze started getting in your ear more, you've begun changing for the worse.
I knew it. You're all jealous of my success.
I couldn't care less.
Shut the fuck up, Punk. I'm talking to these 2 clowns.
Whoa, hang on
The only
now,
damn
Joe.
clown here is you, Joe. How the hell can you not see what's going on here? Breeze is turning you into something evil.
What he's done is change me for the better. I have become the general manager I was always meant to be. And I won't have you both getting mad at me just because you can't stand the fact that I'm at the top for once in this series. I'm out of here. I already know I'm still going to be at the top by the end of this anyway.
Damn. Trump, what the hell are we going to do about this?
I could always just call on Secret Service to take Breeze
Without
out.
resorting to violence, for Christ's sake.
Is that Roman fucking Reigns fighting for the world title in the main event?
Yeah, Punk, I'm going to tell you right here. And now Joe definitely used a fixed match card so Roman could win this.
He better fucking not have.
So, yeah, consider yourself lucky, Paul. If Punk was willing to smash his keyboard over Roman winning, imagine what he would have done if he had to work on the same show that you're consulting.
And what about Mr. Biden? You know him better than anyone. Should we be concerned with his change of attitude?
Just leave that to me and Barry. But all I can say is that things are probably going to get worse before they get better if past events of the channel are anything to go by.
As long as it doesn't interfere with our progress to regaining the top spot in the rankings again, then fair enough. Now, I've looked into those expiring contracts like you requested via text. Naomi and Solo have both accepted the offered renewals, but Damian Priest has denied the one offered to him. He believes he deserves to be paid more than what we are willing to give him.
The fuck he does? He couldn't even do me a solid and take the tag titles from Solo and Tonga, for Christ's sake.
That's not all, though. I got a message from Triple H himself. Now, we don't usually hear from him unless it's something serious. This is regarding Nick Aldis, who has refused to show up to tonight's show. Triple H caught wind of this and made sure to inform me of this as soon as possible. So it's up to you, Mr. Trump. What would you like to do here?
Damian isn't the showrunner here. And whilst Nick could very well be in an alternate universe, he damn well isn't the showrunner in this one. I am. And it seems I need to remind the rest of my roster that. Go ahead and tell both Damian and Nick that their times here on SmackDown are officially over.
Very well, Mr. Trump. We will allow Priest's contract to come to an end this week. As for Nick, I'll make sure to get his contract terminated as soon as possible.
Great. As if my show wasn't in enough tatters as it is. Not only am I having a bit of a stamina issue with my roster, but I completely forgot to change Owens to a face in the last show. This means I need to wait another damn week to properly kick off his rivalry with Drew. Kofi is going to take a trip to a very well-run health spa. I need him back as soon as possible. I wasn't kidding when I said he was an underrated part of my show. He's an asset that needs to be on SmackDown as much as possible, especially since he's my United States champion. Speaking of U.S. champions, Chelsea Green is going to be putting hers on the line in the main event tonight. And whilst Priest may be gone after tonight's show, I still need those tag titles gone from Solo's shoulders since he's my current world champion. So Priest better get the damn job done tonight. I've also gone ahead and signed basketball pro Jalen Brunson to the brand. For some reason, the likes of him and Shaq became available options to search for via talent scouting. Not that I'm complaining since their names have celebrity popularity to them. So we're going to have him take on Drew on this show whilst Kevin goes through the process of becoming a face.
Mitchin has had enough too. Like Jesus Christ Barry, can you start doing a better job at booking our women's division?
It's not my fucking fault they can't get the job done themselves. Like, what do they expect me to do? Wrestle the matches for them?
Okay, yeah, fair argument. I'll get her contract terminated. We should get some good money back for this. So there's a bright side to this at least.
Have you cooled down yet, punk?
Fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah, you know what? I'll agree with you on that given how much of an ass he's being at the moment.
You upgrading your show logistics?
Yeah, just getting some better fog effects and all that. I need to do what it takes to get as many fans watching my show as possible.
Well, I'll give you credit. This is certainly a show worthy of watching. You've got some big title matches. And most importantly, that deadbeat son, Dominic Mysterio, isn't making an appearance tonight. That would certainly increase the viewer count if it was 1 million of me watching this.
Yeah, he's kind of the latest victim of stamina issues, unfortunately.
Don't say it like it's a bad thing. I'm glad I mentally scarred him with that happy birthday song I sang to his sister 15 years ago.
Yeah, I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that.
So good news. That whole fashion lawsuit from last week is sorted.
Good for you.
Candace's contract is coming to an end.
Couldn't care less.
Okay. And Seth is demanding a rematch for his NXT championship.
What the fuck ever.
Is everything okay? You're sounding pretty upset right now.
Donald and Barry, they both said how you've basically turned me into something evil. How I'm basically becoming a tyrant rather than a general manager. Is this true?
Of course it's not true, Biden. All I've done is give you the keys and the teachings to become the general manager you were always meant to be. To me, this sounds like complete jealousy. It makes sense, right? Obama used to be the king at this when it came to you three, and yet now he's dead last. As for Donald, well, we know what his ego is like. He couldn't stand losing the top spot in the rankings.
Don't let them get you down, Biden. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and that's winning.
You're right. Of course you are. Everything you just said makes perfect sense. Of course it's jealousy. What else could it possibly be?
Listen, Biden, just focus on booking this week's show. Then next week, once you're no longer mentally compromised,
I think we need to start initiating our plans on solidifying our victory in this series for good.
Are you saying the time for using our power cards is upon us?
That's exactly what I'm saying. But like I said, focus on this week's show. But come next week, we'll make sure that there's no hope for a comeback for either Donald or Obama. I guarantee it.
He's right. I must stay on the path that I've begun walking on. And those old gears in my head have started to turn at just the right time, because I think I might be about to cook once again. I'm going to make sure Seth is properly out of the title picture after this week. I've got another fixed match card which I'm going to use on Roman. And we're going to have another triple threat match to help increase Seth's rivalry with Paragon even further. Oh, but what's that? Roman has low stamina? Not a problem. I've got a pre-match physio card in my inventory too. Using this should stop any possibilities of the tribal chief getting injured from this match. I'm not done with the title matches tonight though. Motor City Machine Guns are going to continue their rivalry with Theory and Tonga with the tag team gold on the line. I'm also going to go ahead and recruit Gunther to the brand too. I need him to fill a spot on the card, but don't think for 1 second that the ring general is simply going to be used just for that. I see potential title rivalry plans for this man, as everyone else should when they see his work in the ring. There's a reason Taker of all people talks about him in such high regard after all.
God damn it.
Still trying to get your tag belts off Solo?
I may have to go the route you did instead, Barry, and have someone take the world title itself from him at this point.
You've got that Owens and Drew feud now, right? Maybe you can use that to get the title off him. Basically the opposite of what Joe did to get his world title onto Roman whilst increasing his Seth and Paragon rivalry level.
You guys know that old coffin drop isn't in the Discord, right?
Wait, he's not?
No, I just said that as a joke. What the fuck do you think?
If that's the case, then that probably means he's sticking to his guns about believing how we're jealous of his success. You think Breeze got into his ear about it again?
Breeze is definitely manipulating the situation here. And why wouldn't he? He wants to guarantee his victory in this series.
But Woods warned me about how he operates. He doesn't give a damn if the friendship between us three is actually broken because of this, just as long as he wins the series.
He's not here to make friends, he's here to make money. Nice to know Breeze is taking my words with stride.
You're not helping here.
I don't give a goddamn Obama.
Listen, Barry, I honestly don't think it's as much of a problem as you're claiming it is, though.
He literally called me a clown.
Yeah, he called me one,
Yeah,
too.
but that's what you guys do. Your insults towards each other are a pivotal part of the bond you two have. It feels weird for him to start insulting me out of nowhere like that, however.
Okay, I guess that's a fair point.
Yes, we're back to Tiffy time.
But still, I wouldn't let let this take my sleep away, Barry. Besides, it won't be long until I'm back at the top of the rankings. Once that happens, Joe's ego trip will be reversed and things will be back to normal.
I don't know about that. I'm going to try and get in contact with him before we book our next shows and see if I can do something to salvage what's becoming a broken friendship.
I'm not saying this isn't a problem. I'm just confident that me taking the top spot in the rankings will pull Joe out of this ego trip he seems to be riding on.
Okay, why the hell has he booked the same world title match as last
He
week?
probably had another fixed match card.
There's no fucking way he's definitely doing this to spite me.
Yeah, sorry, punk.
Unless you're calling about an amazing ice cream offering, then don't bother leaving a message. Chances are I'll just fall asleep whilst listening to
For
it.
the love of God, that's the 8th time he's ignored my call, as well as the 8th time I've listened to that auto message. Like, what in the world is wrong with me? What am I going to do? How can I stop this friendship from breaking? Huh? A message from Jordan? Greetings, Barack. I currently find myself in an alternate universe and therefore cannot fulfill my obligations of sorting out the special guest for the next GM episode. I therefore ask if you could take care of this in my place. Your assistance is appreciated. Is he having a midlife crisis or something? Like, what the hell is he talking about? Anyway, I guess I better see which star got the highest rated comment for the last episode. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Holy shit.
What do you want, Obama? I'm in the middle of devouring 50 Big Macs.
That's fucking gross, Donald. Anyway, I think I might know someone who can help us bring Joe back to the light.
104K, fuck off, no way in hell is Ron getting that.
Guess that means Ron Killings will be on the chopping block for the second time in the space of a few months then. There's also the case of Alexa Bliss asking if we could invest in increasing the quality of our pyro effects. Is this something you'd like to do?
I don't see why not. Alexa seems to have the same stance as us in regards to boosting our show's quality whenever we can.
Then I certainly won't stop you from investing in that. Before I hang up though, any progress in regards to reaching out to Mr. Biden and putting an end to his odd behavior?
Funny you should ask. Obama got in touch with me earlier. It seems the special guest for this episode may be exactly who we need to get through to Joe.
Interesting. Then for the sake of our show, I hope it all works out.
I couldn't agree more with Paul there. Now look, I certainly don't enjoy having to take Obama's advice in regards to my show's booking. But the idea of using the Owens and Drew rivalry to get the title off Solo is definitely a good idea. In fact, to make sure that Solo doesn't retain, I'm going to go ahead and use the fixed match card on Owens. Now, why am I using this on Owens and not Drew? Well, it's simply a matter of Owens currently having more stamina at the moment. Hey guys, take a look at this absolute bum who's popped up on the talent search literally 1 week after I terminated his contract. Trying to crawl back to me, Nick? You realized you were wrong? Well, fuck you. I don't believe in second chances when it comes to this series. Instead, I'm going to be signing Karrion Kross. Triple H may not have known how to book you, but trust me, I'm going to make you an absolute star here on SmackDown. In fact, just for shits and giggles, he can have my To the Moon card, which skyrockets his popularity after his next match.
As much as it hurts the budget. Re-signing Bray to the brand is absolutely necessary.
Couldn't agree more, Bro Obama. Now, this is something you're not gonna like, but Tommaso here is trying to manipulate us into giving him a bonus.
Is he fucking serious? Did he not get the message from us not renewing Blair's and Mitchen's contracts because they were asking for the same thing?
That's a clear no to Tommaso then. I'd expect him to be pretty annoyed about this. Have you given any more thought to our discussion in regards to using our power cards?
I don't think that's going to be necessary anymore. I'm pretty sure our special guest for this episode will be able to talk him out of this. I think we're going to be absolutely fine now, Woods. Well, I think it's safe to say Io has, without question, been the workhorse of my women's division this series. So I'm more than happy to reward her with a gold health spot card. I'm also going to be signing Angel here, basically just because I need someone to fill a spot on my card. The struggles of stamina issues for my roster never cease to exist, and now I need to do some damage control. I can't be affording to give my stars random bonuses out of nowhere whilst my budget remains relatively small. But Tommaso has become quite the star on my brand. His popularity has been growing due to his feud with Dominic Mysterio. It makes sense seeing as the Dom is a bit of a brat. But I'm going to use a fixed match card to guarantee Tommaso's victory in his Intercontinental title match tonight. Hopefully this will make up for me not wanting to pay the bonus.
So you've gone ahead and used the power cards?
Indeed, I have. I guarantee Barry and Trump are going to be having a hard time booking their shows next week.
You've done well, Joe. You've come so far as a general manager since you came to me about being your consultant. I'm proud of you. And soon there will be nothing stopping me, us from winning this series with absolute ease. Now, good luck with this week's booking. Keep making me proud, Joe.
Nope, decline the call immediately. I already know it's Barry trying to speak to me again. I mean, who else could it possibly be? Now let's focus on booking another high-quality show tonight. I'm going to be giving our tribal chief a break, seeing as his stamina level is so low at the minute. We're going to be continuing the Seth and Paragon rivalry, since that's pretty much white hot at the minute. And then Giulia and Jade Cargill are going to be main eventing with the NXT Women's Championship on the line. Another incredible show booked by the greatest general manager in this series. Oh, for fuck's sake, Barry, get a grip. Stop calling this damn number.
Is that any way to greet your favorite star, Joe?
Hard to find someone who can do it like the best so well that it's obvious until he can't. It's hard to see the future right in front of your eyes at times until you see him. You may think you can't head to the top. And while that may not be a surprise, seeing him gives you that motivation to make it. Oh my God.
So any luck with our special guest getting Joe out of this ego funk?
How the hell should I know? I'm in the same boat as you now, Trump. All we can both do now is hope that Theory can remind Joe of the great bond that we have.
You know now that I think about it. Didn't Grayson Waller just cut all ties with him? Like he was Theory's best friend for the past couple of years. So with that in mind, I don't think Theory is really the best person to talk about friendship bonds, given how his biggest one just got broken in half.
Can we please stop focusing on the negatives here? I'm positive this is going to work.
I guess we'll know if this works depending on if we've been attacked with power cards during our next shows. Anyway, Barry, I actually want to thank you for giving me the idea of using the Owens and Drew rivalry to take the title off of Solo.
I figured you'd be doing that once I saw your main event.
Yeah, I'm using that fixed match card that I have to make sure Solo doesn't walk out with the gold. Admittedly, I should have used this in the last episode when Damian Priest and Ron Killings were going after Solo and Tonga's tag titles. But hey, even the greatest president of all time can make mistakes.
Good thing that's not you then, considering how many mistakes you've made so far.
Agree to disagree.
You literally tried to have me arrested.
Come on, Barry, can't you take a joke?
How the fuck is you trying to arrest me now classed as a damn joke?
So we're just going to ignore Bray Wyatt winning the world title?
That's incredible, don't get me wrong. As is Tommaso winning the Intercontinental title too. But damn, you can be insufferable at times.
You just need a better sense of humor. Christ, Barry, you're just as bad as Joe.
Technically, it would actually be Joe that's as bad as me now because he's the one who's changed his demeanor and attitude.
Oh yeah, God, Barry, you're an awful person.
Shut the fuck up and go get confused by more of your stupid graphs that you showcase during your speeches.
I'll have you know that these beautiful graphs show my steady climb back to the top of the ranking.
For the love of God. Anyway, still no sign of Theory and Joe in the Discord yet. I can only hope this means the two are having an ice cream or something together as a way to get Joe off his high horse.
Can we order some food too, Barry? It's only fair if it's true about Joe getting ice cream.
What the fuck do you mean we? We're literally talking in a damn Discord chat. You've got your next show to book anyway.
Fair argument, I guess I'll get on with that. Great. As usual, Theory is fucking useless. The question is, though, do I retaliate back at Joe for this? You know what? I'm not going to do that. At least not for now anyway. The last time I popped my power cards out like gobblegums, Boris nearly destroyed the channel. Those events that occurred early on in the channel's life have stuck to me ever since. And now I realize I need to have all context of the situation before declaring war and throwing my power cards out like they're Pokeballs. I'll wait till the end of the episode where I'll know for certain if Theory has failed his mission on bringing Joe back to the light, before deciding what action to take here. Another show, another health spot card used. Never say Obamacare worked, because here I am taking better care of my stars than that fake scheme ever could. But yes, Solo has worked his ass off since taking the world title off Roman. I need him to have better stamina levels since he's still currently one half of my tag team champions. And in case you all haven't been counting down the shows, we've got our go-home one here before the next premium event of the series. So obviously I'm looking to have a banger of a show here. Liv and Alexa have secretly been cooking recently with their feud, so I'm going to reward them by giving them the main event spot. Meanwhile, Owens and Drew are going to settle their feud with a classic tables match with the world title on the line. And then with Karrion Kross having his popularity skyrocketed, I think I've got all parts of the show covered with matches that should over-deliver. Just like I over-deliver as the president.
Are you fucking serious? No, this isn't fucking happening. Theory was supposed to come through for us here, like what the fuck has happened? Well, you know what, fuck it. I've been patient here during Joe's change of attitude. But now, as far as I'm concerned, there's only one other option. You want to play with fire, Joe? Just make sure yours is bigger than mine before you get burnt yourself. Trust me, I didn't want to do that. Hell, I swore I wouldn't after the Boris situation during the 2K23 series. But Woods was right, he called it. He called the fact that Joe would use his power cards on us. It doesn't matter if it was Joe himself or Breeze manipulating him to do so. Bottom line, it happened, and now I have to fight fire with fire. For now, let's focus on tonight's go-home show. I believe Dominic and Tommaso have done enough to get themselves the main event spot for it. And then to make it even bigger, I'm also going to bring Johnny Gargano into the mix too. So if Dominic wants his title back, he's going to have to get through both members of DIY. Now I need to bring another star into the fold to fill in a spot for my show. The context being that I have a few stars with low stamina levels. Most of those stars are involved in the tag title scene. So Cody is going to be the only one from that equation fighting tonight whilst the rest recover before our next premium event. I'm also keeping it light with the match stipulations since I'm still currently dealing with a smaller budget than both Donald and Joe.
This can't be happening. Theory, is that really you?
Bet your ass it is. You better scream it out loud. Bet the future's right now.
I can't believe this. As awesome as this is, though, I have to ask, why are you calling me?
To be honest, if it was this time last year, I would have laughed if Obama asked me to do this.
The hell? Barry got in contact with you?
But you see, recently I've had a bit of a reality check. The guy I thought was my brother from another mother goes ahead and abandons me the very second I get hurt, pretending that our bad luck as a tag team recently was just my fault and nothing to do with him. That shit has hurt me, man. To be manipulated like that, it's hurt me. But it seems like I'm not the only one here who's being manipulated.
Oh, come on, Theory, not you too.
Biden, I've been watching the series. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that Breeze is using you here. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the guy is necessarily evil, but he's still a guy that's willing to destroy any kind of opposition in his path to achieve victory when it comes to GM mode.
Are you saying that Breeze sees my friendship with Barry and Donnie as a threat?
Nah, I'd say the opposite, actually. Instead, he sees the friendship as something he can use to further his goals. He's completely warped your mind to the point that you don't even look recognizable to how you were just a few episodes ago. You become a tool, a weapon. Would you have used your power cards on your boys like that if Breeze wasn't a factor? If the bond between you guys wasn't broken?
I don't think I would have. Not after how Boris nearly used Donald to kick me and Barry off the channel during its early months.
Exactly. If Donald hadn't chickened out of that, he would have ended up like you are right now. He'd be a weapon for that fat ex-prime minister. Just like you're now a weapon for that no titles, no bitches excuse of a wrestler you've got as your consultant.
But Breeze has helped me become a perfect general manager.
Are those your words? Or his? Sure, he's helped improve your skills at the game mode, but you're acting like you weren't on Donald's ass in the rankings before Breeze truly started his manipulation and mind games in the first place. Even without him, you could have probably taken the fight to Donald. You just don't realize that because Breeze picked the perfect time to start making you his tool. Right before you took the top spot in the rankings earlier on in the series.
Could Theory be right? Has this all just been a manipulation tactic? Was it really that easy for Breeze to turn me into something unrecognizable? I don't even know anymore.
You don't have to believe it if you don't want to. I mean, that's your loss. But at the very least, try and patch things up with Obama and Donald. Like I said, I know what it feels like to get stabbed in the back by the one I once called a brother. And at your age, Joe, the last thing you want to be losing are those you feel closest to.
Shit, well, you're right about that at least. I need to think more about the Breeze situation. But at the very least, I think I do need to apologize to the boys, especially after using those power cards on them.
Oh, fuck, you've already used them? I was trying to stop that from happening, but you weren't picking up your damn phone.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I honestly thought it was Barack blowing up my phone with his calls like he blew everything else up with his nukes.
Nope, I'm hanging up before you make any more jokes like that. After all, I've got myself a tag title match to get ready for, right?
Absolutely, man. Yours and Tongaloa's tag title match with the Motor City Machine Guns is set in stone.
That's awesome. I'll hop in the Discord call with you guys after I've got my hands on that tag title goal to see if you guys are on the same page again.
You know how people say to never meet your heroes? They're fucking liars in this case. Let's get on to booking our go-home show here before the storm of making things right with the boys arrives. We gotta make sure we carry on with the high ratings that we've been cooking up lately. What better way to do that than to use the Fighting Champion card here? Remember, this card increases the match rating of all title matches on the show. So it's absolutely perfect on a show that has a bigger card than usual like this one. Honestly, there's only one champion that hasn't got a rivalry covered here, and that's the tribal chief himself. Remember, we used the fixed match card on Roman to give him the title, whilst also increasing the rivalry level of Seth versus Paragon. So we need to try and get a proper rivalry started for the head of the table. Yeah, that'll work. Well, one more thing I want to do. Only makes sense to make sure that Theory gets the gold here tonight, after what he's done for me. Again, whilst I'm still on the fence with Breeze, I can't afford to lose my friends. I need to make it right with them. Hey guys.
Oh shit, well look who's back. It's Gambit with his power cards.
Yeah, you've got some fucking nerve to come back.
Please guys, I beg you, at least give me a chance to try and make things right here. I'm sorry, I really am. Look, I still don't want to admit that Breeze has been manipulating me this whole time. But let's just say I've had a hero of mine talk some sense into me, and helped me realize that my new attitude was hurting the ones closest to me.
Wait.
So he actually went and did it. Damn, I guess I owe Theory an apology then for talking shit about
Just
it.
slow down for a minute. Joe, I don't understand. You used your power cards on us, but you're in here saying Theory has talked sense into you?
They were pretty shit cards, though. Didn't affect my booking in the slightest.
That's not the point,
I
Donald.
know I used those on you, and I'm sorry for that. Theory tried to stop me, but I wasn't answering his calls until it was too late. I thought it might have just been Barry calling me nonstop like he was doing before, but I understand that I was affecting the bond we've built up over the last couple of years. I just wanted to prove I could be just as good of a general manager as the two of you.
Who the fuck is that?
Perhaps my judgment has been clouded after all, but I'll look into it and truly discover if that's what Breeze has been doing to me. But as for you guys, I'm sorry, and I hope you both can forgive me.
Listen, Joe, don't forget I did the same thing 2 years ago. As far as I'm concerned, it's really not that deep. I was just sick of you being an ass. Like, that's my role in this dynamic. Don't be taking my craft away from me like that.
Yeah, you can keep your crap presidential tactics to yourself, thank you. So we're good?
We're just as golden as my bank account, Joe. All is forgiven as far as I'm concerned. Right, Barry?
Shit. Why the fuck did I do that?
Barry?
Everything good, man?
Joe, I'm so fucking sorry.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous now. What the fuck is wrong with Barry?
No point asking me. I've not been in the Discord for the last few shows after all.
And just like that, the future is now once again. Your new NXT Tag Team Champion has arrived.
Congrats on the victory, man.
You used a fixed match card on him, didn't you?
No comment.
So how are things here? Did my words of wisdom help Joe? Is everything good here now?
I mean, things with me and Joe are. I can't say the same for Barry, who for some reason left the call after being super weird about something.
He apologized too as well, didn't he? Or did I just imagine that?
No, he definitely said that.
Maybe he was just trying to make sure everything is water under the bridge.
I can't say for certain. Something just seems off.
Being a good general manager gets your time cut. Being a good general manager means your talent come up to you and say, hey, got any great ideas? You bring them something amazing and they say, no, that's a little too great. We're just looking for good ones. The great ones are for Trump and Obama over there. Everybody's been telling Joe he's got to become undeniable. And as soon as it happens, the other two take notice and try to shut it down. He never asked to be undermined on the channel for 2 years. That didn't happen organically. It was forced. Because Donald and Obama have always considered themselves better general managers than Joe. Nothing against you two. Good on you for showing the viewers how good you can be at the job. But then here you are trying to put Joe down. And for that, go fuck yourselves. Don't look at me like that. I'm just calling it as I see it.
What the fuck? Obama was the one who used the cheat code card. Why am I getting shots thrown at me?
Fuck? Barry, what does he mean?
Yeah, Obama, go ahead and tell him what you did. No point keeping the inevitable from your best friend here.
I'm going to send you a screenshot, Joe.
Barry, you need to explain this now.
Before I do, Cross, please, can you explain the reasoning behind your current opinions on us that you revealed just a moment ago?
Because it's true, right? I'm not the only one saying this. You're both just mad that Joe is kicking your asses in this series.
I wouldn't exactly say he's kicking
Besides,
my ass.
even if it's true that Breeze is manipulating him, so what? What harm could a tiny little game of manipulation do to a person?
Ask yourself that question, Mr. Future
Shut
Endeavor.
the fuck up. You know damn well I got screwed just because I refused to be a good soldier.
Can we stay on topic?
Trust me, Joe, we still are. Now, the reason I asked Cross about this is because I simply wanted to get that opinion out there and call on the fact that it smells like complete bullshit. Why on God's name would I be mad about my best friend doing so well in the series? I can't speak for Donald, but I, for one, are incredibly happy that for the first time in the channel's history, you're the one who's currently sitting at the head of the table.
You mean that? Really, Barry?
I chose you as my VP for a reason, man. And even though I did use the cheat code card on you, it wasn't me being malicious just for the sake of it. I thought Theory had failed to help bring you back to the light. And my mind fully embraced that fact once I saw that you had used your power cards on both me and Donald first. I thought at that point you were now long gone, and that the only way I could fight back against your fire is by using fire back.
I'm gonna back you up here, Obama. At that point, I thought Theory had shown how useless he really is, when in reality it was just because you thought Obama was constantly trying to get in touch with you.
Yeah, to be fair, I might have overdone it by trying to call you 8 times in a row.
So in conclusion, it's obvious that this whole debacle is a case of misconception and bad communication. I will, however, apologize to you, Joe. I never meant to make you think that you were the worst general manager out of the three of us. You know what I'm like? I embrace the fact that I'm a dick, and I sometimes take my banter too far. In reality, you're just as good as we are. Don't think that's going to stop me from catching up to you in the rankings, though.
I'll be counting on it, Donnie.
And Joe, I'd like to apologize too. I am so fucking sorry. If I could reverse the damage that the cheat code card has done, I would do it in an instant. You're my best friend, and I'm so happy to see you back to your old self. And most importantly, I'll do anything to make this up to you. So what do you say? Can we try and move past this?
Oh, Barry, of course we can. You're my best friend, too. And a series of GM mode isn't going to change that. Not anymore anyway. But trust me, Barry, you don't owe me anything. I'll consider the cheat code card being used as the two of us now being even. After all, I'm the one who fired the first shots. It only makes sense that you would fire back.
Yeah, I bet Obama here loves firing bombs.
Oh, fuck off, Cross.
Good one, Cross. Maybe you're not so bad after all.
I really don't appreciate you trying to stir the pot like that.
I couldn't give less of a fuck, especially after that shot towards my job status a moment ago.
Okay, how about we ease up on the tension here and get on with booking our next premium event together?
Great idea, Joe.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of this melodrama. You sticking around for this, Cross? You are the special guest after all.
I might as well just to make sure your fat ass books me properly in this.
What's the premium event this time around?
It's going to be Bad Blood. I'm so glad that the Hell in a Cell event has finally gone from this.
Oh, come the fuck on. This event would have been perfect for the situation if Joe hadn't accepted Obama's apology.
Yeah, that's great, Cross. Anyway, we should take a look at the special power card that's on the line
It's
here.
called Boiling Point, and it increases the level of our rivalries when used.
That's not exactly anything too special then. I mean, I've got a variant of this which is probably even better anyway.
It's certainly not the art of the deal like earning yourself a free $200K like you could in the Money in the Bank premium event.
To be honest, I think that's another reason why I'm letting the cheat code bullshit slide. That $200K I earned can go towards getting another big-time star if I feel the need to do that.
Well, I'm always open to negotiations. If you ever feel like a Joe...
Oh, what the fuck, Cross? You've literally only been on my brand for 2 weeks.
And it's going to stay that way if you don't make sure I get the win here tonight.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you sound exactly like that bitch Roman Reigns.
Acknowledge him.
Am I the one fighting for you tonight? No, the hell I'm not. I'm the damn general manager here. You can fight the battles yourself.
That's exactly what I'll do then. I'm going to go get ready to beat Adam Pearce's ass inside that cell. I better get a championship match in the future for this.
Seems like you've got another Roman Reigns situation on your hands then.
Nah, I ain't phased. Besides, the main reason the Roman situation got so difficult to deal with was because of his ex-Wiseman being my consultant. I'm sure a future title match will help me control the narrative with Cross here.
Why on earth would you mention that failed excuse of a promotion?
I mean, I thought it was pretty funny.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. Still gonna do my best to catch your ass in the rankings, though.
Zesty Trump aside, are you done booking your portion of the show?
Yeah, just about. Kofi is probably gonna get himself injured during the men's cross-brand match, but hey, fuck it, we ball. I've got a stamina issue with my roster currently.
Woods is definitely going to be on my ass if Kofi gets injured here.
It's only a tornado tag match, though not the worst possible match type when it comes to stamina loss, so you might be okay.
So here's the million-dollar question. What are you going to do with Seth Rollins, Barry? You know Rollins, right? He's the star you took from Joe. You remember him, right?
What the fuck are you doing, Trump?
We do a little trolling.
You know now that I think about it, Barry.
Oh, Joe, come on,
Now
man.
you know I'm messing around with you, don't worry.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, I'm actually going to be resting him during this premium event, so he should hopefully be ready to go after my world championship as soon as possible.
Regardless of the circumstances, though, having Rollins on your brand is a massive addition to your world title scene. If it wasn't for Joe having the fraudulent chief on his brand, then yours might be the most juiced up one out of all of ours.
You know, since we're talking about him, I wonder what his reaction was to getting moved to your brand like that, especially considering how he literally just won the North American title and ended his rivalry with Paragon.
He probably went and bitched about it to his wife before hiding behind her at the first sight of Punk chasing after him.
Since we're on that topic, wasn't Clash in Paris an amazing show?
Because Punk lost?
Music to my ears, Barry.
Well, here's my side of the show then. It really does feel like Tommaso is my default pick for these cross-brand title matches. At least for the men anyway.
Funnily enough, I could say the same about Chris Sabin. He's once again going to be my pick for the men's cross-brand title match too.
I don't know if you guys noticed, by the way, I've got a team all to myself in the men's match this time. It's time to get some revenge after my failure back at Money in the Bank.
Can we really say it was a total failure, though? I mean, Joe wore one of your hats during his celebrations.
And he was fucking based for doing that, but I'm a salty fuck. I'm 200K poorer because of Joe's luck when it comes to wrestling RNG. Plus, the special power card for this event can still be beneficial to me since I've currently not got anything like that in my inventory.
Well, I'm done with my booking, so let's run this shit and see what happens.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hell yeah, Barry, whip out those moves.
Damn very well, I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game.
Oh, hell yeah, Michelle has been showing me how to move those hips for real.
Start twerking like a coked-up Cinderus, and then I'll be properly impressed.
That's awfully specific, Donnie.
Yeah, I think I've been watching a little too much Game Producer 6 lately.
Hey, looks like Cross managed to get the win. That's a good thing, right?
I mean, I guess, as long as he quits acting like a complete bitch like he was earlier.
Well, I think I made my
Jesus
parameters pretty
Christ.
fucking clear earlier. I kicked Adam's ass inside that cell. So give me a future title match, and we won't have any problems going forward.
Yeah, sure. The art of the deal is the art of the deal. You will have your title match.
Fuck, I think I've just disgraced the art of wrestling with this result.
That might be worse than Jay tapping Gunther out at Mania.
Keep focused, guys. We've got our men's cross-brand match that's about to be
I
decided.
swear to God, if you don't somehow win this with a full team Donald, I'm going to be fuming.
Turn that shit up. Oh, come the fuck on. Why are you all looking at me like that?
Because your dancing is cringe.
What about Barry's? He was literally dancing a moment ago.
Yeah, but I only show off the hips during special occasions. We can't go one rally without you dancing to YMCA, though.
Why fix what isn't broken?
And that's exactly what I can say about the rankings here.
Yeah, you just keep that top spot warm for me, Joe. Both me and Cross are going to take that from you eventually, just you see.
Hell yes, sooner than later, it'll be us controlling the narrative instead.
Now that's 2 more mentions than what that pathetic failure of a promotion deserves.
Fuck you.
Taker, what's up, bro? I wasn't expecting you of all people to be giving me a call.
Well, I gotta take my job as the trade taker seriously despite my hatred towards modern technology.
Of course I won't lie. I forgot I asked you to cover the trade windows for the series.
Good thing I didn't, Dan. So have I gotta take any of your asses to the trade court this time?
I'll ask the boys. Hey guys, did you have any trade deals you wanted to make?
Oh shit, I forgot about those. This whole thing with Breeze has kind of been on my mind a lot lately, so I haven't had time to think about wanting any of your wrestlers on my brand.
Once again, Joe, I'm open to negotiations.
Shut the fuck up, Cross.
I think I'm good this time around. What about you, Barry?
Sorry to add salt to the wound by saying this, Joe, but getting Rollins off your hands has honestly patched a big hole on my roster. So I think I'm fine for now, too.
Make that 3 since I'm not too fussed about trading anyone either. We're good, Taker. You can go back to filming your shitty podcast now.
Wait, what do you mean shitty? You've literally been on
That
it.
was before you let the feds buy it and completely take away the soul it once had. Pretty ironic since you're the dead man and all.
Fuck you, Trump. Consider yourself grateful that I don't go all dead men on your ass.
So, Joe, you mentioned you've had Breeze on your mind?
That's right. And now I know what I must do. Breeze has got some explaining to do.
Because you know the inevitable is once again upon us. And that inevitable is me once again proving who the better general manager is out of the two of us. And not just that, but now I've gone and created my very own protege in the form of Joe Biden. Meanwhile, your dream team with Obama has been nothing short of a colossal failure. And that pretty much covers your general manager career mode in a nutshell, doesn't it?
You know damn well that I'm not talking about our history here. At the end of the day, I've accepted the fact that you're better than me at this job. I'll take being a part of one of the greatest factions in WWE history over being better than you at this any day. Speaking of that, how many titles did you win whilst you were in the company?
Clearly, I've hit a nerve if you have the need to flaunt your success over the phone to me like that, but I digress. I already know what this is about. Why on earth do you care about whether the friendship between the three gets ruined by me during this? Does the name Big E ring a bell? You're no better than I am in the friendship department.
Shut the fuck up, that was a low blow and you damn well know it. Well, whatever, it's not like your plan has worked anyway. Obama has already told me that things are back to normal with him, Trump, and Biden. So what do you have to say about that?
I don't care. I couldn't care less. Breaking their friendship is not my end goal here. My goal is to win the series. If their friendship gets buried by me as a result, then so be it.
And you think Biden's gonna do anything you tell him to do at this point? Now that he probably knows that you've been manipulating him this whole time.
Backup plans upon backup plans, my old friend. Trust me, I know exactly how to make my protege cooperate.
So I was just wondering how you felt about your large following in the gay community.
The gay community.
What the hell are you being so fruity for, Barry?
You're the damn orange here, Trump.
Hey, AJ, do you want to talk about how you think the Earth is flat?
You want to talk about how your feet are flat?
You're right, Donald's feet are definitely fat.
He said flat, you stupid old cough drop.
Anyway, AJ, it's great to have you here. Welcome to the series.
Great to be here, but boys, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed that none of you picked me during the initial draft.
Nothing personal, AJ. You just didn't fit with my vision of building the future.
And how's that working out for you?
Oh, give me a break.
Listen, Styles, it was nothing personal. I just had other stars in mind.
I'm the damn phenomenal one. How the hell could I not be in your plans?
Because he was too busy trying to please the tribal chief.
And how'd that go?
I might be better equipped to answer that question at this point.
Sounds like you've got the biggest stars at the moment than Joe. Only makes sense I tag along to help book your shows whilst I'm here.
Yeah, what the fuck ever. You better hope your shows are just as phenomenal as Styles is Joe. Like I said before, I'm coming back for my top spot. It's only a matter of time.
And like I said, I'm counting on it. Let's make these next shows phenomenal, boys.
It's truly excellent to hear about Mr. Biden's behavior going back to normal lately. Hopefully we'll no longer need to worry about him using his power cards on our show anymore now. But we must press on and make sure we get that top spot in the rankings back.
I fully intend to make that happen, Paul. Give me a call if anything pops up contract-wise. Yeah, so anyway, I am absolutely fucked. I mean, look at these stamina levels. If I'm going to have any hope at closing the gap to Joe's show in the rankings, then I'm going to need to do my absolute best to counteract this situation. Luckily, I've got a good amount of money in our budget for this very reason. It may not be a small loan of $1 million, but it will still help with signing Wade Barrett here. We're going to go ahead and kickstart a rivalry that's been teased quite a bit these past couple of years. It's time to see who the toughest brawler from the disgusting UK is. Is it Barrett, or is it my current champion, Drew? Despite my roster stamina issues, I've still managed to craft a decent enough show thanks to the incredible women I have signed here on SmackDown. I need to make sure, though, that Cross gets a title match sooner than later like I promised him in the last episode, though. I'm not scared of him or anything, I just can't be asked for another one of his shoot promos only for him to get released 4 months later regardless.
We're going to have to let Lyra go. If it's coming down to either her or Bray, then unfortunately there's only going to be one winner here.
Not to disrespect Lyra saying that though, right?
Well, of course not. You know I wish I could keep them both. But we need to make sure our funds don't go too low. She's just got done with her rivalry whilst Bray is still in the middle of his. So it makes sense to let her go at the current time.
I agree that it's the lesser of two evils currently. Before I go though, I just want to ask you to keep an eye on Joe for me, okay? I know he's back to normal now. But you never know what Breeze could say to get him back on his side.
I'm confident Joe will have this situation with Breeze sorted soon. But don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. But yeah, as I just said, we've got a heated rivalry between Bray and Braun currently. No, not Braun Strowman, I mean Braun Breaker. So let's continue lighting that fire with a world title match between the two. But this time with some visionary spice. My roster feels absolutely stacked with Rollins on my books now, and that's even with the unfortunate departure of Lyra from the brand. Roxanne and Io also have their own heated rivalry at the moment, so once again, here we go with lighting that fire with another title match, cause why the hell not? We gotta make as much use of these big rivalries whilst we still have them. But we still need to fill a slot on the card due to Lyra's departure from the brand. So I'm going to sign Sol Ruca to my brand for a week for that very purpose. I will say this will look pretty embarrassing though if Tiffany ends up losing to her, seeing as she's my current women's world champion.
Huh? Give me a moment, Styles, I just got a text. It's from Breeze?
Doesn't he usually call you at the start of every show?
How would you know? Have you been watching the series?
More like hate watching? I'm still mad none of you picked me in the initial draft.
I am sorry for that. You definitely should have been picked. Anyway, it seems Breeze knows that I'm aware of the manipulative tactics he's been trying to pull throughout the series and says he wants to meet with me somewhere to discuss this.
Joe, I don't think that's a good idea.
I do agree with that, but I was going to be confronting him about this anyway. At least this way we can just get straight to the point, rather than him trying to shake the whole thing off as a conspiracy or something. Kind of like what Donald would do in this situation. I just let him know that we'll talk after these next couple shows have been booked, so let's get on with that.
Damn, that's certainly a good shake-up card to get. Unless, of course, all of your promos involve that dumb kid Dominic Mysterio trying to speak over all the booze he gets.
Don't worry, he's over on Barry's show, so we don't have to deal with that. Anyways, give me some of your veteran wisdom, would you? I need another women's star on my show. Who do you think would suit it best?
Gary's saying so that Snake Guy in your comments can be somewhat happy.
Wait till you read the damn comments too.
With absolute hate, yes.
For the love of God.
But yeah, that guy is great. As is the rest of the fine folks in your comments. And so is Carrie, because in all seriousness, she's an amazing competitor and absolutely deserves to be a part of the series.
I agree, and with that being said, I think I've got an amazing show cooked up here.
It's certainly passable, but certainly not phenomenal.
Would you knock it off? You're a near 50-year-old man, for crying out loud.
You of all people have no right to bring people's ages into the equation.
Damn it, Cross, yes, I promise you'll get a title match during our next show. Now stop blowing my phone up with your damn calls like Barack does with all of those.
Don't you dare finish that fucking sentence.
Oh, my bad, Barry. Sounds like he got what I was trying to say anyway.
Why the hell are you caving to Cross of all people anyway? That damn idiot cost me my Mania match against Logan Paul of all fucking people.
Nah. You know what, I'm on Cross's side when it comes to that.
You're fucking joking. Say you're joking right now.
To be fair, Styles, you've had a very long career. And in that career, you've gone to the dark side many times. A few of those times have been during your tenure in the WWE anyway. So why couldn't you have gone down that path just one last time? Putting Logan Paul of all people down is a worthy cause for your ruthless aggression.
I disagree, Joe.
Oh, now why is that? Surely it has nothing to do with Logan's endorsement towards you getting back in office, right?
The sky is fucking blueberry. Just like the amazing blue states that voted for me to lead the country.
I don't know what's more annoying. Trump making everything about his presidency or Styles being a flat earther.
I'm not a flat earther. I'm just saying there's some things about it that make sense. I don't think you can handle it.
Barry was the one who brought up the topic of my presidency in the first place just
Yes,
then.
because that's definitely not what you were implying when Logan's name came up. But anyway, Joe, I wanted to quickly ask, have you heard anything from Breeze lately?
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. It feels like things have been pretty quiet from that weasel lately.
Well, that's only because I'm not falling for his manipulative tactics anymore. Well, I say that, but I may very well be walking into a trap. He says he wants to meet with me. I'm guessing from my lack of activity against you guys, he's found out that I'm not falling for his BS anymore.
He wants to meet up, as in face-to-face somewhere?
I've already told him that this doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah, Styles is right, Joe. It's not wise to be meeting with him on your own if he truly knows he's lost control over you. He's certainly no Kamala in that department.
Fuck off.
In all seriousness, Joe, this isn't something you should be doing alone.
Yeah, if this is something you have to do, then at least let us accompany you so he can't pull some BS off.
What do you mean? As in blackmail?
I wouldn't put it past him given how he turned you into a cold, no-mercy general manager that wouldn't have hesitated to burn all bridges for victory. Hell Woods himself has even told me that Breeze would probably do that. And he'd know best in that department given how those two have waged wars against each other for years when it comes to GM mode.
Not to mention he was a part of the fashion police with Fandango, so I'm sure he learned more about saying the right things to benefit himself from his time doing that.
Damn, what a throwback. That gimmick was hilarious.
Okay, look, I get what you're saying, but I've got my doubts on if that would work. If he truly has intentions to blackmail me. He's not just going to go and use that trump card if you guys are with me.
Fuck are you implying there?
You do make a good point there, Joe.
Let's come back to this later, though. I want to focus on getting my other show booked first. I might even be able to cook something up in my head regarding this during that time.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm really not in the headspace for multiple contract negotiations.
Oh, come on, Mr. Trump. It's part of the job.
I'll just do them yourself. Whatever decisions you make regarding these, I'll back you up on.
This seems like a 180 turn attitude-wise compared to what you were like with these before booking the last show.
Well, let's just say recent developments with Joe and Breeze have my mind a bit occupied elsewhere. Anyways, have fun with the negotiations.
Excellent. My retribution. Get the fuck out of here, Solo.
I know that was incredibly careless of me, but damn it, my best friend has been getting attacked mentally for who knows how many episodes now. And I was here just yapping about how it was never a big deal. Then straight after we've got Joe trying to sabotage both mine and Barry's shows with power cards, all while Breeze laughs in the background. And now he is potentially getting ready to blackmail Joe to continue following his wicked ways? Well, fuck that I'm not having it. I'm the damn president for crying out loud. No way in hell this is going to be continuing. Anyway, though, let's get this show booked. And yes, I'm giving Cross his title match, and just to make sure he pulls off the victory, I'm giving him a fixed match card. And just like that, I have officially booked Cross better than Triple H ever could. Otis is being brought in simply to fill a slot on the card. But to be fair to him, he can definitely fill a spot, no question. Massive respect to my fellow Meat Destroyer. I blame that line on Game Producer 6 and his stupid-ass Cinderay suit.
So I'm an idiot? Don't tell Donald I said that, but in this instance it's true. Here I was thinking I had only signed Saul Ruka to a one-week deal. Turns out it was up to the next premium event. That's great because now I've unintentionally created a compelling rivalry between her and Tiffany for my Women's World Championship. As for the rest of the card, I'm finally going to be kicking off the tag team breakup feud between Carmelo and Ethan Page. And take a look at this banger of a main event I have cooked up. I've also signed Lexus King for slot-filling purposes since I needed a heel in one of my mid-card matches. I honestly feel like I've gotten my mojo back lately when it comes to GM mode. Too bad it's come pretty late on in the series. But that's not my main focus right now. I can't just simply ignore the fact that Breeze could potentially be setting up to blackmail my former VP. There's got to be a way we can find out for sure without alerting him of mine and Donald's presence. But what?
A decoy?
Absolutely, Joe, think about it. Using a decoy to hide one's cover is one of the oldest tricks in the wrestling book. And not just that, but it sounds like something the Secret Service themselves would cook up if it was absolutely essential. Wait a minute, why not just use the damn Secret Service to threaten Breeze?
Come on, Styles, this is over a damn game mode in a video game. No way the big red button should be pressed for this.
Joe, you idiot, that's not what the big red button is used for.
I had one specifically for ice cream requests when I was President Styles. Trust me, a big red button can be used for anything.
I'm too old for this shit.
It only gets worse from here, brother. But that decoy idea of yours could very well work. It could also be a way to let Barry and Donald know of the situation if Breeze was to threaten me with something personal, should I tell them myself. But that's just me plotting in my head.
And yet here you are booking a pretty decent show at the same time. It's like you didn't even need me to help book him in the first place. What a waste of my time.
Don't be like that, Styles. Your Carrie recommendation has gotten me an awesome rivalry started between her and Gulia. I gotta thank you for that.
Hey, don't sweat it, man. For what it's worth, though, I'll be backing you to win the series. Even with Breeze's bullshit, you've still done more than enough in my eyes to deserve the top spot in the rankings. You may not be phenomenal, but you've certainly been damn close to that in the series.
Oh, Styles, you're the best man. Thank you. Come on. Let's go tell the boys this decoy idea you've cooked up.
Damn, that doesn't sound like too bad of an idea, Joe. I commend your old ass for thinking of something like this.
Actually, Styles was the one who thought of it.
So as I just said, I'm surprised your old ass thought
Colt
of that.
Harder, you fat orange, how many times do you need to be reminded of the 4-year age gap between you and Joe?
Yeah, but you're retiring next year, and I'm not. So who's the old fuck now?
If you want to work till you're 90 like Hugh Jackman, then go the fuck ahead, Mr. President.
AJ, I'm going to turn the conversation back to your idea before my brain rots here. So in regards to the decoy, how would this even play out?
So from what I understand, the objective here is to know for certain if Breeze has intentions to continue his manipulations and schemes.
Why'd you say it twice?
But the concern is that if all three of you confront him, then you'll get nowhere closer to knowing that for certain. But not just that, you're also here considering the fact that Breeze may try to blackmail Joe to not tell you guys if he goes on his own. Where's the big worry for that possibility come from, if you don't mind me asking?
Because Boris Johnson did a similar thing to me a couple of years ago in the hopes of taking over the channel for
Which
himself.
was made possible because of the fact that you fell out with George over a damn wrestling opinion.
Fuck the details, Joe. Let's focus on the current situation.
Okay, fair enough. So this is where the decoy comes into play. To make sure Obama and Trump don't need to accompany Joe to know the details of his conversation with Breeze. You'll have someone else hiding not too far away gathering the intel for himself. Then once the dust settles, that person can then share the details with Barry and Donald. This in turn means Joe doesn't have to worry about being blackmailed to not telling you guys about what happened, because instead you'll get the intel from someone else.
But what if the decoy does a Sleepy Joe and trips over, thus revealing himself to Breeze? He'll know for sure at that point that something's up.
That's awfully specific, Donald.
Well, that's why you get someone who's unrelated to Joe in any capacity. Someone who is neither family or friend. Someone who can come up with a compelling cover story for his reasoning of being there at that specific point if he does end up becoming compromised.
So in wrestling terms, someone who Triple H has more or less ignored during his time as head of creative.
But who the hell could we rely on to fill that role?
You know what? I think I know just the guy.